Alright, welcome back to H-Lock Gaming. This is going to be a Pangu guide and what I've learned so far about him. If you manage to pull him in any of the waves, build him immediately. And I will show you how I built him and the mistakes I made. So, let's take a look at his skills and the details. What this skill specifically does is not that important right now. What we're going to focus on are these multipliers. 18% HP plus 150% attack, 22% HP, 120% attack, and 120% initiative. And again, this is the core. Very similar for the ultimate, 25% HP, 150% attack, 1200% speed. Okay, so the mistake I made was going for attack mostly and a little bit of HP. Not like I didn't have it as a substat or try to make sure, but some quick math. Oh, I can't see my overall stats. Here they are. So just look at this. Well, I guess this isn't a good example now because I do have almost 60k HP on him. But I had, I want to say 2500 attack and like 40,000 HP, and that wasn't even focusing on HP. And some quick math will tell you I was getting more from the HP. So when you build him, focus on HP, HP heavy. And the reason because that is you will get more damage out of it because of the size of this number as compared to this one. Like, who cares if this is 150%? You know, people were getting him close to 70k, and he was one shot in waves with his ultimate and maybe even core. As for speed, mine's a bit slow right now. You want to try and get to about 160 at least, when people were really trying to push the final stages, if they were using him as a damage dealer. Trying to get close to 200 is about the max I saw, but that was really pushing it. But shoot for 160 speed. So now we're going to get into a bit more of the details as well on why speed and initiative are important for Pangu. But before we do that, another thing that's very important is he has a self-buffing lead if you focus on HP. If you have 70,000 HP roughly, right? And you get another 35%, that's almost another 25,000. So you're almost at 100k. So you could easily be at 100k HP, and you're just going to be hitting like a Mack truck and be able to take some damage. So HP is the way to go with Pangu. Let's check out the details here. If this hero has more initiative than speed, place defense down on each target for 2 turns and increase this hero's speed by 50. Otherwise, place initiative down on each target, hit for 2 turns, and decrease this hero's speed by 50. Okay, so that seems bad to decrease your speed, but you can defense down your own enemies and then just smack them. And I think that's great. So while I did not get to try this, that was going to be my goal, right? Because then you have a self-buffing lead, you have your own defense down, you're pretty tanky, and you're smacking everyone like a Mack truck. So this was the route I was going to try to go. Obviously, I did not accomplish that, and I had speed, so I was placing, initiative down, which still helped. Now let's take a look at the ultimate. It has similar wording, but other effects. So if this hero has more speed than intellect, which is what I had, then place drain 2 on each target. Let's take a look at that real quick. This was good. Damage from attacks is increased by 20%. Attackers heal by 20% of the damage from attacks. So that does seem good. But again, this is the ultimate. You're going to be using this less, which is why I was trying to get to more initiative, because you're going to get to the core Well, there is a way to, I was cranking out some serious turns of ultimates using Aphrodite and Isolde, because they both have turn meter boost. But I would say I wanted the more initiative because you're going to get to the core more often than you're going to get to the ultimate. So to me, getting that defense down when you're using this skill, and like it said, initiative is the big boost here. I think that's better. It is a 4-turn cooldown. I don't remember if that actually can be reduced. Let's take a look. I don't have a ton of books. So let's see. Oh, wait, no, there we go. Okay, no. So booking it up just increases the damage. I know it's kind of hard to see there, but that's what it does. It does not decrease the cooldown. And booking this does not lower the amount of divinity needed. Although I don't know what ascending does. Oh, we have to get to this as well. Let's take a look at that. That's attack. Or wait, not ascending. Awakening. That's what I wanted to check, is awakenings. Also increases accuracy by 1% when initiative is more than speed, and increases attack by 1% when speed is more than initiative. Initiative plus 20. If this hero has more initiative than speed, also place attack down, loving that, on each target for 2 turns. Otherwise, place a random lock skill on each target for 2 turns. Okay, good. Initial divinity plus 200k. Also increases this hero's HP by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Okay. So yeah, I would still say... Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way out. Let's go back to the hero screen. I would say HP and initiative are what you want. And like I was saying, at least 160 speed, 70k HP. I haven't got his crit rate and crit damage that high, so I don't even know how much better he can get, and he's already fantastic. So, and this is even without too like the attunement system, because that's not in here, so that can even further improve. Had I had the time, I would have tried to get sets, but if you're watching this before the next alpha, just go for stats. You want to get the stats. Like, see, I got HP percent there, HP percent, and we got flat HP for the main stat. And again, you saw a lot of these are crude. That's unfortunate, but I was really just going for HP, so HP and crit rate. Because you can't get HP percent on gloves from what I've seen so far. Correct me down below if that's wrong. And again, HP percent there, some crit rate, and then speed here. You can also get speed on your leggings if you chose to go the speed route. But as you saw, it was not very hard for me. Like, I'm not even intentionally... Well, I guess in a way I am, right? Because you can get initiative boots. And if I got initiative boots with other substats, I might try that. I would be sacrificing a lot of speed, but again, I'm kind of theory crafting what your end build would be. There'd be other ways to get speed, on a good substat, or a substat here with, instead of a crude, like this is level 2, you get superior. Like I said, I only saw up to 4. I believe 5 is the highest. I only got to 111, so maybe it was in the higher stages. But you get some speed there. Put some initiative boots on. Really crank that initiative up. Hopefully you get a few more drops of them. So you're getting that attack down with the defense down. You're getting through that core skill quicker than I think you're going to get the ultimates over and over again, unless you build a specific team to push ultimates, in which case you would want more speed than initiative, I believe, if you wanted to utilize that drain. And then I forget what the other effect was. A lock skill. Okay, so that's your other option. So if you pull them in alpha wave 2 or 3, that's how I recommend building them. This has been H-Lock. Thanks for watching.